When we think of groundbreaking or revolutionary innovations, we tend to think of massive, wide-scale changes. However, even small changes can have a significant impact, saving lives and making obvious something that we couldn't see, even if it was right in front of us. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about that today. But first, hi, my name is Dr. Sarah Klebe, and I'm an admissions expert at BeMo. So this week a story came through my social media feed and I was really excited to share it with our students. It's most immediately applicable to med students, but I think the lesson here will resonate with just about anyone. So Dr. Rob Hackett, an anesthetist in Sydney, came up with a really interesting solution to a very common and unfortunate issue. So in his time working, Dr. Hackett has seen delays in performing time-sensitive procedures on patients in operating theaters because doctors either couldn't remember each other's names or couldn't remember the other person's role or position in the theater. He's also observed incidents where medical students were asked to do something that they were simply not qualified to do because they were mistaken for qualified surgeons. Now, of course, when we think about the context of an operating theater, people are wearing a lot of things that obscure their identity, right? You have to wear your scrub mask, your cap, everyone's wearing scrubs of some variety. And so it's understandable that in the sort of heat of the moment, when you're hyper-focused on the task in front of you, which is performing surgery, you would sort of glance up at someone and think that they are someone other than who they actually are. And this is a significant problem, obviously. So these kinds of mix-ups are unfortunately common. And so Dr. Hackett decided to do something really simple that was definitely a game changer in this context. He decided to write his name and his profession on his scrub cap. This is such a simple idea, but it's one that significantly reduces the chance of delays or misidentification between colleagues in the operating theater. And also there's an important lesson there, which is that doctors are human too, right? In the field of medicine, doctors are expected to be perfect, and that is just not a reasonable expectation of anyone. No humans are perfect. We all make mistakes. And so this story, it of course has a happy ending because it brought some significant changes that I'll talk about in just a minute, but it also works to humanize our healthcare professionals, which is something that's really important. So Dr. Hackett felt this idea was necessary and it was successful in his own use of it, so he started an online campaign, #TheaterCapChallenge, to ask other doctors and staff in the operating theater to do the same. And it sort of took a little while for it to pick up, but a year later, this life-saving idea is being applied in hospitals around the world. So I'll post the link to the original story in the text that accompanies this video so you can check it out if you want. It is a really cool example of how something so small and so seemingly obvious when it's brought to your attention can make a huge impact in patient care and outcomes. So, you know, we have this situation where there are these easily avoidable mistakes, poor communication that have adverse effects for patients and for, you know, doctors and colleagues. And so this really simple idea can cut down some of that human error that is inevitably going to exist. So again, this I think teaches us a really good lesson. Yes, a lot of revolutionary changes are big, wide-scale alterations of the sort of status quo, but we can also make that level of difference in the world, in patient lives and outcomes, etc., by simply drawing attention to something that is so obvious, but we just can't see it because we're so stuck in the sort of normal operating procedures. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful or at least interesting. If you did, please do go ahead, like it, comment on it, share it with a friend who might find it interesting as well. And also ensure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so that you never miss out on great videos like this one. As part of our mandate to help students, we've compiled a huge repository of helpful free videos that discuss nearly every aspect of the admissions process, from prerequisites to applications to interviews and everything in between. We have a few one-off videos like this as well, where we're simply talking about some interesting current events that are relevant to our students and their interests. So you'll find a link to our YouTube channel in the text that should appear either above or below this video. So head on over, click subscribe, and check out our other great videos and share them with your friends. As ever, thank you so very much for your time. Take good care, and I'll see you next time.